When it comes to business, nothing is too small to do. It's about the person who is doing it and the vision they have with it. I'm discussing the pyramid scheme. A pyramid is something like this, where at the base there are a lot of people. As you go up, the number reduces. Any business that operate like a pyramid scheme is not a business that you should waste your time on, because no pyramid scheme has a future. And how do you tell? It's very easy to tell. When they tell you to sign up this number of people and you move up the ladder. For instance, if you bring 5 people, you move up, and that 5 will bring 5 people, and then the more they bring, the more you move up. Those businesses only favor those who started it or those who joined earlier. After that, the rest of the people are going to work hard to make these people up here rich. Any form of, there have been a lot of pyramid scheme businesses over the years. How many of them can you remember, or can you point to say this one is still thriving today? Because most of the pyramid schemes are not based on true value propositions. You see, you buy a plate, you use your money to buy a plate that you are going to sell, and then you subscribe some people to join you through your link or something like that. It doesn't work. Many people have, especially the crypto platform pyramid scheme, where I don't know, maybe as you're watching me, you probably have lost money on these different platforms. COTPS, there's another called Swapnet, and the many other platforms like that. And usually you join with maybe $10, for instance, and then for every one person that comes through you get $1, for instance. Once you spot any business that have such proposition, just know that the business have a very short lifespan, and very many people are going to lose their money. So what they do is, in most cases, you that joined earlier, obviously you seem to be making profits. That's the only way you can be motivated to bring in more people. When those more people come and they have invested a lot of money, the platform goes away. Everybody lose their money. All the one that you have cashed out is all that you cash out. And there are so many people on YouTube that are always having use my link, sign up with my link. If you sign up with my link, you get this. So those things they're not for somebody who seriously want to make money, or unless you also want to play the scam game. In other words, you are not the one who started the platform, but you are also going to be scamming people because you are bringing them into something that you know will not work, but because you will benefit temporarily. So at the end of the day, both the person who started the platform, the scammer who started the platform, and you who is roping people in as well, all of you are all scammers. So if you want to make money, invest your money or get involved with business that have true value proposition. You see, for example, if you invest in the real estate, you are betting your money against real value. So you bet your money against real value, in the sense that you can see the house has a value. You see it. So in the event where you no longer feel like continuing that investment, the value is there. You can resell the house to get your money back. So you want to invest in something, or you want to start a business. The right question is, what is the value? What is the true value of this business? What value are we proposing? What value are we offering? In investment, there's something called value investment. See, where the major points in it is that we're looking at the value. What is behind, or what are we betting our money against? Maybe it's gold. Okay, we know gold has value. So what is backing this thing? If it is gold, well, we know gold has value. So in the event where we no longer understand things, we can sell the gold. But again, trust me, if you really want to do business, I think business is a very simple thing to do. I think so. Especially if you're not into complex thinking. Complex thinking in the sense that many people believe that they can only do well if they do big business or they invest in um, high tech or some of these big corporations. But you see, if I actually advise, you want to do business and I want to advise you, I'll tell you to invest the minimum as little money as possible in an insignificant business as possible. The reason is because when you are investing at the beginning, the major thing that you're trying to get is not to make profit, but to understand how business world works or how business works. See, so I'd rather take maybe a $50 and go buy water to sell. So, but how much will I gain? That's why I say the most important thing is not how much I will gain at the beginning. It's me understanding business. I'm building the emotions and the stamina it takes to be a business person. And when I run this for like 2-3 months, I can now venture into something that is a bit higher, that can give me more money. And if you walk through that kind of process, you are likely to become a serious businessman in no time. And of course, at times also we look down on simple things like water because we believe that water is a common commodity, it's common, everybody, it's everywhere. But you'll still be shocked that water is a serious corporation that is making so much money. There are CEOs of a water company that earns so much, you don't even want to know how much they earn. So when it comes to business, nothing is too small to do. It's about you. It's about you interpreting your own personality through that business in a unique way. You can sell sand and become very prosperous. In the city of Windhoek where I live, I've seen where people pack stones in plastic bags. What we call nylon bag in Nigeria. They pack stones inside, and those stones in those nylon bags are for sale. You say, but the stones, I mean, not precious stone. No, I mean the normal common stones for building and in plastic bags, nylon bags for sale. When it comes to business, nothing is too small to do. It's about the person who is doing it and the vision they have with it. Most of us are not doing business because our definition of a business is having a big, maybe shop or big store, with so many employees. Yes, a time is coming when that will become necessary. But when you are starting, you want to spend as little money as possible. Why? Because when you are starting, it will be wrong to assume you have all the skills. Unless perhaps you have gone through apprenticeship. You've been with somebody else's business and you've learned all the tricks of the trade. But like you come out of school and you maybe that you study business admin doesn't make you a business person. So, and it would be nice that you take those simple steps. I heard a story of a guy who said he went to learn about water, how to sell water. Yeah, he went to learn how to make purified water and then to sell water. And then he thought about how he went to rent. He went take a huge supply of water, take it to a very, maybe church programs, and stand the truck outside and sell the water to people when they are thirsty because it's very hot. And from there, he scaled to something bigger. when it comes to business, nothing is small. I know of a barber in India who drive a Rolls Royce. It's a barb. Of course, now if you barb your hair, it's going to set you back $7,000. He's a barber, but from the barbering salon, he built a car rental company, a luxury car rental company. There's a barber in the UK who barbed the hair of one of the leader of a country. Who, when the man wants to barb his hair, they fly the guy away, fly him from UK to the country where the man lives to barb the man's hair. I think it's about $5,000 US dollars per cut. Then you ask yourself, how do people get to do business, this simple thing, and they are paid so much? Because when it comes to business, nothing is too small. It's about you, the way you interpret it. You see, it's about you putting your personality. Think about somebody flying someone from another country to where he lives just to have a haircut. And I don't mean flying in economic class, flying in business class. And then pay $5,000 just for a haircut. So imagine if this person said, well, I'm just a barber and didn't give the best. You'll never have landed such a client. So what I'm saying is, I mean, all the celebrities you say, they all have barbers. And those barbers are not paid little money. So it's about you being invested in your craft, in that simple thing that you think you're doing, until it announces you in the quarters that matters. There is nothing you can think about today that somebody have not succeeded with in terms of business. Absolutely nothing. From sand to stones to water to haircuts to sewing clothes, to making shoes. People have made money, serious money. So don't be under the illusion that if I join something like pyramid scheme, I join something like that promise me fast return, I'll become rich overnight, or I'm going to get money as quickly as possible. And of course, one of the reasons why most of us fall victim to scams is because of that greedy desire to succeed with little effort. At times it's possible, but in most cases, nobody succeeds with little effort. I'll give you an example of a barber. I mean, he's a popular guy in India who now have a luxury rental company dealing with Rolls Royce and Bentleys from barbering salon. I just told you about a barber from the UK that is been fly, the flight to Brunei every time to barb the hair of the Sultan of Brunei. And then you can say, but I'm also a barber, or I'm also this. Why? How come I don't find this? Listen. Keep doing what you are doing, giving it your best, finding out the best way to, for example, in this 21st century, there's a new dimension to quality. When we talk about quality assurance and so on, the new dimension to quality is time. Can you have the same result in a lesser time? Maybe you're a barber. How long do you take to barb hair? Can you streamline the time to get the same result in a shorter time? Maybe you are a cook. Like I said, everything you can imagine. Somebody fried chicken today is a global brand. Someone know how to turn burger, global brand. Everything you can imagine. Why? When it comes to business, nothing is too small. It just have to do with who is doing it. What is the vision of the person behind it? Are you talking about restaurants? Because there are so many restaurants around that are insignificant. And then there are other restaurants that just to get a table alone will set you back several $1,000s. Why do people pay so much for the same restaurant? Value proposition. So have a right mindset, a right thinking towards your business adventure. There is nothing that is too small. I guarantee you can succeed from selling water. You can succeed for selling almost anything. There's a time where they have a boom for second-hand clothing. they're selling bills and so on, second-hand clothing. You import them and the bills are being sold and it boomed. Some people make a lot of money from it. There's a time it became popular where people buy old cars and they scrap it to sell parts. Many made a lot of money from it. So there's nothing that cannot make somebody rich. It just has to do with the person. See, it has to do with the person. You bringing in your own style, bringing or putting your personality in the same thing. Because what makes one business different from another business, or the same business, for example, I'm selling water, you're selling water. What makes my business different from your business is me, our personality, the way we interpret the business through who we are. So avoid all these businesses that promise you overnight success, or you come in, you invest in, and then within 1 week you are rich. Anything that will last takes time to build. Never forget that. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.